we're moving on to the next segment of the section, not segment, section of the night. We're all a big fan of all of this stuff right here, baby.
I got the hat on. I'm ready.
Yeah, it is time, guys, for the Marvel movie news section of tonight. Yes, it is going down. It is going down. We're talking Marvel Studios specifically. Marvel Studios specifically. I can't wait. And there goes the banner right there. And so again, that just brings me over, to the next topic right here. And I can't wait to talk about it. And we have a rumor. It seems like Dr. Doom may have been cast. Okay. And I can't wait to hear about what you guys think about this. But can Michael Fassbender be the new Dr. Doom in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to talk about it. I have the report right here.
Man,
from the MCU initiative, Michael Fassbender rumored for the MCU's Dr. Doom. And it says at Disney Investor Day, Kevin Feige left fans in awe when he announced that a Fantastic Four film is in development with Spider-Man Homecoming. John Watts signed on to direct with the MCU debut of Marvel's first family on the way. Victor Von Doom is sure to be right behind them. This is so true. So news broke earlier this month that Doom would debut much sooner than any of us thought. With this news, who Marvel is going to cast to play Dr. Doom is in the back of just about every fan's mind. It has been reported exclusively by Giant Freaking Robot that Michael Fassbender is in negotiations with Marvel and is rumored to portray Dr. Doom. And we have this quote right here. Our information comes from a proven source who has broken numerous now confirmed stories before. Our source is certain that Michael Fassbender is in negotiations with Marvel and that he will not play Magneto. However, it's less certain exactly what Marvel character he will end up playing. The most prevalent rumor heard by our source is that Marvel wants Michael Fassbender at Fantastic Four's primary villain, Dr. Doom. I'm just going to go ahead and say, guys, I know that this may just be filed as a rumor, but I hope it comes true. I think this would be fire casting. I love him. I don't like what they did with X-Men, and so I just want them to erase that, And so if he is cast as Dr. Doom, that would help with that. So that's just my 2 cents, y'all. I am loving this right here. Larry, I'm going to pass it to you. What do you think about this? You believe it? Would you be happy? Is it a rumor? Go ahead, sir. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Actually, no. I'll tell you, the person I wanted to see as Dr. Doom is McSteamy.
McSteamy.
Yeah, the dude from Grey's Anatomy. That's who I want to see.
You mean McDreamy? McDreamy.
McDreamy? Is that what his name was?
Yeah, McDreamy.
Okay. Well, there was two. There was McSteamy and McDreamy.
Oh, it was two of them?
I think of McSteamy.
This guy?
No, that's McDreamy.
Yeah, that's McDreamy.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about McSteamy.
I'm not.
We'll let McSteamy on there. You'll see.
How you spell that?
I guess Mac and then Steamy.
Oh,
Mac Steamy. Okay.
I mean, like mac and cheese, huh?
Mac Steamy.
So Shannon D said there's a McSteamy and a McDreamy.
Right. Okay, I was thinking of McSteamy.
Is this who you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. McSteamy.
Okay. Yeah. He came from Chicago. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping to see as Dr. Doom.
I can see that, but he don't act as good as Michael Fassbender. I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw that on out there.
Right. What you got, Lamont?
Man, B. Avery, I'm just torn because he played the hell out of Magneto.
Yeah,
he is Magneto at this point.
But that's gone though. That series, that franchise is dead. It ain't coming back unless it does some type of multiverse stuff.
No, but I mean, B. Avery, they're gonna have Magneto in the future in the MCU. There's no way you can't not have Magneto. And I guess because of how well he played a villain who can be an anti-villain, which leads me to believe they might be taking Dr. Doom at times can be an anti-villain. He's more so a villain, but you could put him in the same vein as Thanos. Thanos is a villain, but he can be an anti-villain, just depend upon the
still on this whole thing that Thanos was an Thanos wasn't the villain. Thanos was an environmentalist.
You better be glad I ain't got no mute button, man. Let somebody else talk. Golly, damn it, man. No, so I'm torn. I believe in the brother's acting. I think he can knock it out the park. He's going to make a hell of a Dr. Doom. But I'm also mad that means this is the end of his Magneto. So, B. Avery, I'm torn. A part of me wants it to be a rumor. A part of me wants it to be true. I guess if we're not going to see Magneto for 8 years, then yeah, let him go ahead and be Dr. Doom. That's my final answer.
I got you.
I don't know though, Lamont. They might have him play both if he has his mask on all the time because we have what's his name?
That's a good point.
We have what's his name playing Thanos and what's his name on Deadpool.
Yeah. That's true too. But it seems like these theaters. These movie houses, they recycle these dudes. You remember Chris Evans before he was Captain America? He was who, Larry? He was Johnny Blaze. He was Johnny Blaze.
I mean, same thing with Michael B. Jordan before he was Killmonger.
He was Johnny Blaze.
No.
And like you said, Thanos, same guy playing Thanos, also crossed over and played in Deadpool, so maybe they could pull that off with him doing both. But B. Avery, how would you feel? I don't think they would really let him do both because
no.
They wouldn't let him do both.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So how do you feel about putting an end to Michael Fassbender's Magneto?
I'm fine with it. The reason why is because if Michael Fassbender is coming in as another villain, if he does do Dr. Doom, that's just as good a villain as Magneto or better.
Mm-hmm.
If he was playing somebody like a weaker character or something, that's not going to show how talented he is as an actor. But this is Dr. Doom.
Doom.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Dr. Doom was able to score up on Galactus and a whole bunch of other cosmic people. So
he got some help. He got some help, but he was able to do it.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, though. Magneto ain't no joke either. Magneto is just, not only is he just a powerful character, he's just a cool, badass character. But Dr. Doom is just as badass or even better. And so that's a good find right there. And then too, since the MCU Marvel Studios is rebooting X-Men, they're going to give a fire casting for the new Magneto. I'm not even worried about that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have a badass new Magneto and a badass Dr. Doom as Michael Fassbender. I'm down.
So do you want the Magneto to be a known quantity, or you want somebody brand new?
I don't care. As long as it's badass. I mean, I'm leaning towards somebody known. Just so I can be just so as soon as it's cast, as soon as it's announced, I'm like, oh, they're excellent. I can relax. Instead of it being unknown, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's a release date.
Well, B. Avery, can you remember, and you too, Larry, we all saw the X-Men movies before they got to the Michael Fassbender X-Men series. We was in love with Patrick Stewart as Professor X.
Mm-hmm.
Ewan McKinnon was Magneto. And y'all guys not love those two characters? And then when they announced that they was going to switch them up to the new Professor X and the new Magneto, you was kind of like,
Now, it was more palatable because there was an age shift.
Okay.
True.
So and another thing, easier to accept.
And when they got on screen, like within the first minute of the first movie, them two on screen, it was magic again, all over again. I had forgot I was in love with Patrick Stewart, Ewan McKinnon.
You're gonna make me want to watch that movie all over again. First Class. That's a good movie, man. That's in my top 10.
It was a great movie.
But I can get over Ian McShane, but I still can't see nobody as Professor X over Patrick Stewart. That's just too perfect. That's like the best.
Really? You didn't like James McAvoy?
No, I did, but like Larry said, it was an age thing. So I was,
okay.
I did, so. But yeah, I'm down with it, guys, and so yeah. And so let me go ahead and move on to topic number 8 in the Marvel news section. And guys, unfortunately, it's some bad news, and Lamont, you kind of touched on it earlier, but looks like we're gonna have more delays with Black Widow and other films. It's unfortunate. This film was supposed to come out May of 2020, and now we're in January of 2021, and this film was supposed to come out this year in May, but it may be delayed again. I have the report, not from Collider this time, from comicbook.com.
That's where I read my report too.
Marvel's Black Widow expected to be delayed again. Marvel's Black Widow is expected to be delayed again, according to recent reports from Variety. And account of the situation points to 2020 delays not letting up in 2021. As multiple parts of the United States continue to struggle with the coronavirus pandemic, the prospect of being able to fill up theaters is not exactly promising at the moment. If spring does not pan out the way that people anticipated when the vaccine was announced, it will be likely that there will be another delay, and that, of course, of action would open the door for a Disney release at some point, because the company can't just keep kicking the can down the road forever. And Variety, is speaking on this as well. And just real quick, this is what Kevin Feige had to say. I mean, confidence is meaningless in today's world because nobody knows anything. Hope springs eternal. Marvel Studios president and producer Kevin Feige explained to comicbook.com when asked about Black Widow's chances of releasing in theaters rather than Disney Plus. A year delay, you hope, would be enough. There's a vaccine out there now. We'll see. I certainly hope so. I want to be back in theaters with people. I'm gonna go to you this time, sir. I think you're next. I'm sorry, but what do you think about all this, man? What do you think?
Completely disappointing when you have a Disney Plus streaming apparatus where you could charge someone $10, $15 the way you did Mulan. This is asinine. This is ASA 10. It's ASA 20. It's however many numbers you want to go up the scale when you have the apparatus in place to make this happen for not just you, but for the fans as well.
Right.
There is no telling when movie theaters are going to be able to open. That's the predicate that they keep wanting to forget. And now we're having people that don't want to take the vaccine, people who have decided in their mind that I'm really not going to wear my mask now because the wrong president is in office, even though you wasn't wearing the mask when the other president was in office. And now we got all these other variants out here that are showing that people who normally wouldn't get sick from the current version of coronavirus get sick from the new variants that are roaming around America. So Marvel, if you want to be a humanitarian as well as make money, release it on Disney Plus and just charge a fee, just like you did Mulan. There's no harm in doing that. We're in a pandemic situation.
Well,
go ahead, be able.
Mulan failed at that, maybe because it was $30, but it didn't work with Mulan.
And because it wasn't good.
It wasn't stellar. It was okay. Again, it got an okay rating for me. It wasn't stellar. So if you're going to do this and you've already got people who are subscribed to Disney Plus, why not have those people pay a discount and have people pop in who aren't subscribed to Disney Plus, pay 30, 50, whatever you want to charge them for 5, 6, 10 days to see this movie, and then they can get off the service, whatever you do. But to not let this thing come out when you've kicked it down the road, I fear that the hype, pomp, and circumstance is just going to flame out if you don't go ahead and release it. And not to mention, they're already talking about pushing back other movie properties till fall. And I can just tell y'all right now, we're still not going to be done with coronavirus in the fall. And we're not going to be done with the early next year either. So I don't know what you're waiting for. You're going to be pushing movies back for 5 years. Hell, my daughter going to be old enough to see Black Widow when the movie was supposed to come out before she was born. So let's get it going now.
I feel you. Larry, before I pass it to you, I just kind of want to add on to this. Now, you may not think this has to do with Marvel, but I'm going to link it up. A Quiet Place 2 delayed to September as well. So another delay. Another domino has fallen in 2021 movie release calendar as Paramount Pictures has delayed their horror sequel, A Quiet Place 2, once again. Originally, this was supposed to be released in March of last year, and then the studios pushed it to September 2020, and then it was delayed again to April 2021. But now it looks like it's going to be pushed to September the 17th. But they did say that it should be noted that Paramount's insistence on releasing Quiet Place 2 part in theaters is actually a great sign, though fans are undoubtedly eager to watch it now and will perhaps be willing to pay to watch it in theaters. The studio clearly has faith in the future and thinks that it will stand the best chance of making money from it by releasing it in theaters. And so another thing about this to me, though, is John Krasinski is the director of the first film. You know, and his wife is Emily Blunt in real life and in the movie. And the way I was just kind of linking this to Marvel too is I want both of them to be Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm.
I do it.
You know what I'm saying?
I do it.
You know, because you know they're Fantastic Four. You know what I'm saying? So,
but didn't they offer them a contract, B. Abe? I thought they offered them a contract.
No, not yet. Not yet. It's just been speculation.
Okay.
You know, but Larry, what you think about all this, man? You know, A Quiet Place 2 being delayed, Black Widow possibly being delayed. What you think?
I mean, the more I hear about these people trying to force people into the theaters, the more I'm hoping for their movies to fail. I think it's horrible. I think trying to force people back into an enclosed room where they're going to get coronavirus and risk spreading it around to other Americans and killing other people, I think it's as anti-American as you can get. And so when I think about these people trying to force people into a theater so that they can make money, I hope their ventures fail. And I don't generally hope for anything bad for people, but I hope their ventures fail miserably so that people will stop trying to force people into movie theaters. We're not ready, period. People, I mean, we still are trying to get people to wear masks. I mean, they're just now talking about ramping up the Defense Production Act so they can get people N95 masks. So there's enough of them that they can get everyone to wear N95 masks so that maybe we can knock this thing down and then get back to the theaters, you know? But the reality of it is that to try and force people back into a theater so that you can make money or so that you can have your ego stroked because you're thinking, oh, my movie is so big and so glorious. It needs to be shown on an IMAX screen or it needs to be seen on the big screen. You can't fully appreciate all of my glory unless it's on a big screen. Man, that is just as anti-American and sickening as one could be. I mean, you're willing literally to put people's lives at risk. And, you know, not even the people that are going to see it, but everybody else around them that comes in contact with them. You're putting all those other people's lives at risk because you want your little movie shown in the theater. I mean, that's just petty and wrong. And, I mean, if you want to push this thing back indefinitely, push it back. But let's just be real. If you're a filmmaker, put it out there. It's the perfect opportunity to get out there and be able to get another opportunity, because if your movie gets out there on streaming and it's a wild success, you can then go back in and say, look, during the pandemic, I was a team player. I wanted my stuff on the big screen, and I was a team player and let you have it for streaming, and it was a wild success for you guys. Now I need you to come and have my back with my next movie, and I need $300 million for it. And if it tanks, then you simply say, this movie would have done great if it wasn't for the pandemic and it was on the big screen. It was only tanked because it had to go straight to streaming and no one was able to pay. You know, people weren't willing to pay to watch this stuff on demand. It's, you know, that whole system's not set up. You can blame it on there. I mean, for me, I think putting it to streaming is a win-win for filmmakers right now. They should go. They have the built-in excuse if it fails. And if it's a big win, there's nothing but upside for them.
Right on.
Yeah,
I feel you, brother. And I love the passion, man. You know, we got to figure it out. You know, so let me go ahead and move on to topic number 9 because you know, I'm sure you kids got to get to bed.
Yeah,
but more.
No, I got to dip at 10 because I got one who will crawl in this room and get on my feet, and that means pick me up.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and move on to topic number 9, and it looks like with MoonKnight on Disney Plus, we have a new villain, and that's going to be played by Ethan Hawke.
Okay.
Ethan Hawke, you know, and I'm cool with this so far. You know, I like him. I really do. If you guys don't know, Ethan Hawke was in this movie right here, Training Day.
Yeah.
You know, with Denzel Washington. If anyone in the chat didn't know, but he's going to be the new villain. And I have the report right here from the Hollywood Reporter. Ethan Hawke to play villain opposite Oscar Isaac in Marvel's MoonKnight exclusive. And it says Isaac is toppling the show featuring one of Marvel's cult characters that is aiming for a March production start in Budapest. Ethan Hawke has made his Marvel, making his comic book adaptation a superhero debut. Hawke has closed a deal to join Oscar Isaac in MoonKnight, Marvel Studios series for Disney Plus. Sources tell the Hollywood Reporter. And so, I mean, yeah, guys, it's just as simple as that. You know, we got some new casting right here. I'm a fan of Ethan Hawke. I mean, I'm not a diehard fan, but you know, everything that he's been in so far, I've enjoyed. You know, I really did enjoy Training Day. Lamont, what you think about this, man?
100% in, brother. 100%. You ain't even got to ask me twice. I'm 100% on this. I'm just wondering which villain is he gonna play because
keep going. I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering which villain is he gonna play because Ethan Hawke has played in several movies where he can have that look of your traditional Southern racist. He's been in a couple of Army Glory movies. He's always kind of the villain in most of those things, most of them.
Well, you know, if I go back over to what it says, let me show you this real quick. It says Hawke will play the series lead villain.
Oh.
And so I tried to do just a little bit of research, right? I was like, okay, who could the lead villain be? And it looks like it's this brother right here.
Oh, well, see, that fits. Didn't I just say he's played a couple of those War Glory type villains? That's exactly what I just said.
Right. Now, this cat right here is called Bushman.
Yep.
Bushman, he's the #1 villain. MoonKnight's often considered arch rival and villain who gave birth to MoonKnight was Raul Bushman. Now, I got this article right here from where I get this at? Comic book CBR.com. That's what we're gonna say. 10 villains fans hope to see in Marvel's Moon Knight series. But yeah, so it looked like it's gonna be that guy. Larry, what you think about all this, man?
Yeah, I can see it. I like it. I don't have any bad feelings or any opposition to that. Seems like a solid choice. I mean, the dude's a good actor. He doesn't really come up on the top of at the forefront of my mind for anything, but when you say his name, it doesn't evoke anything negative either. So I'm cool with it.
Yeah. I'm cool with it too. I don't know much about Moon Knight, you know, but
think of him like Marvel's version of Batman with a little bit more spookier powers.
Right. That was just about to say that I keep hearing that, you know, and if that's the case, you know, I'm on board, you know. And he looks badass. He does.
Yeah, he's tough.
You know, I can definitely see Oscar Isaac, you know, taking 100%. On the role.
100%.
You know, I enjoyed him in pretty much everything I've seen. I enjoyed him in Star Wars. You know, so pretty much everything in the marketing that I've just seen so far, you know, just looks amazing. You know,
man.
I can't complain. I can't complain at all. You know, if y'all watching at home and y'all want to freeze the frame, y'all can, you know, read that if you want to. You know, that this is his origin that I probably need to go through myself. Just if you want to know more Moon Knight, here's his powers, you know. And so, but yeah, man, I'm cool with this casting so far. I can't complain. And you know, there's a link to all this down in the description box if you guys want to check out more about that. So let me go ahead and move on to topic number 10. So get you kids to bed. And that is more Marvel news. It looks like Matt Damon is going to be back in Thor 4. And it's funny because, I mean, it was just a little joke role. But, you know, I have the report right here from comingsoon.net. And it says Matt Damon reportedly joining Thor, Love and Thunder. As Thor and Love and Thunder continues to prepare for the impending start of production, a local Australian news site brings word that Academy Award winner Matt Damon is reportedly joining the cast of Marvel Studios' highly anticipated fourth Thor film after he was seen recently arriving in Australia with his family. The 50-year-old actor previously had a cameo role in 2017's Thor Ragnarok as he portrayed the play version of Loki. Should this casting be confirmed by the studio, it's still unclear if Damon will be playing the same role or a much more important character. Larry, what you think about this, man? You know, think it's a big deal?
Man, I will just say this. I am a huge Matt Damon fan. I just hope that if I ever meet him, he's as cool as I think he is. I would hate to be disappointed by the dude, but I'm down for whatever he's in. I mean, I became a huge Matt Damon fan after the first couple of minutes of watching the Bourne Identity. I was like, holy crap! My mind was blown. That scene where he was in there when he took the gun off that cop and just clack and did all that. I was like, after that, I was like. I mean, I'd seen the dude in other movies, but I wasn't really all about him. Then I was like, oh, damn, I'm all about this dude right now. And so, yeah, I'm a Matt Damon fan. I just hope he's, I should probably never meet him because I don't want to be disappointed. But I hope he does. I think he'll do well. And the thing about it is, I think not only can he do good action movies, but he has really good comedic timing. So, and Thor always has a lot of jokes in there. So I think he could be really good in that. I wouldn't even mind seeing him somehow end up with Thor and with the Guardians of the Galaxy at the same time. That could be just a whole bunch of shenanigans. Right on. Lamont, what you got, man?
Yeah, I'm all for it, man. That scene. You about to make me go back and rewatch that little scene, because that shit was funny as hell, man. The pain in Thor's face, the pain in Loki's face when they was pretending that the real Loki was dead. It was memorable. The only thing I have to say is I want to know what roles is he going to play. But in terms of acting acumen, I'm fine with it.
Right on. And same here, man. I wonder what role he's going to play. I like Matt Damon. He's a fine actor. I thought this scene right here was funny as hell too. And so it doesn't matter to me whether it's a for real role or another joke role. I'm here for it. I'm pretty sure they're going to write something very clever and interesting, in. So,
what they should do is they should bring him over on the DC side, have him play Bane while they still have Ben Affleck as Batman.
Hey, I don't know about that, but we'll see.
I mean, he had to bulk up a little bit, put him on, send him over to the gym with The Rock for about a good year, and then let him play Bane while Ben Affleck is still Batman. That would be dope.
Yeah.
Well, that's what The Rock. That's what The Rock would have to give him some of his dope so he can get that big in a year.
When are we gonna get Jeffrey Wright over in Marvel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that brother can act.
Yeah. He's in Marvel. He's in one of the shows. He's the Watcher in the animated series coming out. I forgot. But guys, let's go ahead and bring us to the final topic of the evening. This is the final topic in the Marvel news. Final topic of the evening. Okay. And it looks like Guardians of the Galaxy star confirmed. Karen Gillan confirmed that she's going to be in Thor: Love and Thunder as well. And just to be completely honest with you, this is coming in no surprise.
Oh boy.
What's up?
I thought you was about to say something crazy.
No. It's no surprise, but this report right here is coming from Digital Spy. Guardians of the Galaxy star confirms their Thor and Love and Thunder appearance. The Scottish actor whose character Nebula was introduced in the Marvel Cinematic Universe back in 2014 recently revealed on social media that she had touched down in Sydney, Australia. And so one of the fans was suggesting that Gillan was wearing a wig in preparation for a role, to which she tellingly replied, "I'm not. This is the real deal. This is my hair. I cut it the other day in preparation for Nebula so that we don't have to get so much hair in the ball cap because I have so much hair. It's unbelievable. It's just so thick." This really isn't news to me. I mean, I pretty much thought that she was going to come back. But Larry, does this excite you at all? What you think about this?
Yeah, man, I love me some Karen Gillan. I mean, yes, simply yes.
Simply yes. Okay,
bring
Lamont,
it on.
Lamont, what you got, man? What you got?
I like Karen Gillan, but Nebula don't excite me. So the only way I'm excited by this is if the rest of the Guardians is going to, for whatever the reason, pop up in the show.
Already.
I feel like Nebula is one of those sleepers where I feel like we could really love her more if they gave us more of her.
They didn't give us enough of her through the Infinity Saga.
No,
we
need more.
I ain't need no more of her. I mean, the whole last movie was basically about her and her feelings and the way she loved her sister. And I'm good. I'm good. If anything, I want to know, where's Gamora? Can we get, if they would have said Gamora was going to be in Love and Thunder, then yeah, I'm excited. But Nebula, it's kind of okay. Yeah, she's there. She's there. That's it.
Already. Yeah.
Now, Thompson's character. What was her character again?
Valkyrie.
Yeah, Valkyrie.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I like Tessa Thompson. I'm not sure that was the best casting for her, though. Like, I understand why she would want to play that role, but I just didn't really feel her in that. Maybe she needed better direction because she's a good actor, so it's not like she couldn't have played it. I just don't think they I just didn't think it was right for her.
What more did you want? The only thing I think they could have done away with was the part that she was a drunk when she first came to get Thor. But other than that, I felt like she did her job. I didn't like that.
I wanted her to be a little bit more fierce.
Huh?
You know who could have played that role better? Is the woman, what's her name, that played Domino in Deadpool. She would have been better in that role. But I still don't get me wrong. I think it's not that I don't think Tessa Thompson did a bad job. I just think she could have done better. And I'm not even blaming it on her. I think they didn't play. I don't think they wrote that part right. I wanted to see her more fierce.
I thoroughly enjoyed her on the big screen. Keep in mind, I said I thoroughly enjoyed her. I enjoyed her chemistry with Thor. What would have made it good is if they would have let her get some licks in on Hela. That would have made it probably more tantalizing or whatever you want to put it. But I did like her character. I thought her chemistry with Thor on screen was good. I just didn't like them making her a drunk. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. I mean, I'm cool with it, you know. So yeah, you know. But guys,